Yo traders, what's good? If you're new, then welcome to the channel, but if you've subbed up, welcome back. I salute every single one of you and I appreciate you all. So just going to jump into today's trades from pre-London session, London session, and New York. New York being terrible, pre-London London being amazing. 5 trade setups and 5 W's, so spoiler alert, but I'm going to get into the trades, break them down. So quickly, just want to shout out Fusion Markets. The only broker that I use for personal capital is Fusion Markets. Go check them out. Best broker in my opinion. Quick withdrawals, quick deposits. Also, I want to shout out Apex Trader. So I don't really shout them out enough, but yeah, I've been an affiliate with them now for a while. So you can get 80% off every eval, any prop firm challenge. Just go over there now. The link's in the description, or scan this QR code. Use the code CAFX01 at the checkout and you're going to get 80% off, right? So go check them out now if you want a good prop firm and a cheap one. Do you know what I mean? You're going to get cheaper than 80% off prop firms, all right? So head over there now. One last shout out before we get into the video. You know what I'm going to say, the premium Discord is booming, is active. People are catching wins in there every single day. I'm going to show you my trading journal anyway, so you can judge it for yourself. Even with New York session being a shit one today, I'm still up for the day, all right? So you need to be in the London and the pre-London sessions with me, but enough said now. You know, join the free Discord community if you want. It's popping in there too. Let's get into the video. Let's break down these trades. I'm going to show you a quick screenshot of the trades before actually getting onto the charts and breaking them down. So I didn't screenshot New York session today. This is just pre-London session, and then London. So these are the 3 trades for the pre-London and London, which were absolutely fire. Also, this was pre-London session and then London session. So all of these trades was winning trades, every single one of them. I'll break down why I got into them and stuff in a minute when I get on the charts. But yeah, this is what happens in the pre-London and the London sessions. So I ain't capping, I'm not chatting shit, right? Every single day is pretty much like this. We get the odd days, of course, but okay. So this is gold from this morning, and I'm just going to pull it back. So let's just say I'm approaching the charts. The only things that I've done to the charts is I've drawn support and resistance, right? So why would this be a resistance area? Why would I be drawing my boxes up there? Well, because multiple rejections from this area. Also, it got pushed down from this area, and this area is not just a resistance, it's a support too. So we got a support and a resistance. And why would I be calling this a nice support area? Well, you can see that price haven't only pushed up from this area. Price actually left a wick, rejecting this area. So that's a lovely, beautiful sign. So I'm going to keep these there. Obviously, then I go to the left and I just look for more places where price has been pushed up from, like there, being pushed up from there, pushed up from there. Even the wicks count. So even if you see wicks like this, it's rejected this area, and you want to put your box somewhere around there. Do you know what I mean? They can be thick, more skinnier, it doesn't matter. Personal preference. I usually go for like, yeah, something like this. I wouldn't do this. That's a whole area. I'd probably just try and include these 2 wicks. So no, this wick and that wick, boom. Support and resistance, easy. Now why don't I put more support there? Because, you know, price has been moved from there. You can do that, but for me, I don't want to over clutter it too much. I just want to know where my main push was down, my main push was up, boom. So there we are, support and resistance. Now before I get into a trade, I always draw my breakout lines. Now I could have put a breakout line there, and I could have put a breakout line there. So I don't know why I actually chose there earlier on, but I did for some reason. Let me get out the EMA. Oh yeah, all right. So it's because we were kind of like almost giving consolidation vibes right there. So I thought, okay, let's actually let it break, you know, above this one to get in. Because if I put my breakout line down there, it was kind of like asking to be faked out kind of thing. So I just put it there, but you could have put it there. That would have been a sniper entry, but I got in there. And obviously I would have put a breakout line down there as well, or even there. So this is where it comes into like your personal preferences, but that's the sniper entry. Even that could have been a sniper entry. But if you did get in on the break of this line, you'd have to understand that it could go to this support where it's been pushed up from and rejected so cleanly and bounce from it. So you know what I mean? You got to make it make sense. So this is all breakout trading is about, making it make sense. Could have even done this, and got fancy with it, but I didn't. I actually did this instead. So I could see that we was like creating this kind of, you know, trend line. We rejected it, we came up, we rejected it, we rejected it, we rejected it, and now we've broken through it. So that's another confirmation. We've broken through the trend line, check. We've closed above the EMA, check, and now I'm just waiting for the break. Boom, I'm in. Now why was this my first TP? Well, if I take it back, let me just show you the indicator, the CAFX Liquidity Pro. Yeah, this was the first TP. I don't think it actually got smacked, but still, that's what I was going for. So it got up this far. And yeah, I got out. I actually did get out as soon as I see this wick get left. I was happy with the 1-to-1. So yeah, I got a 1-to-1 there and I closed my trade. Boom. That was the first trade. Second trade, we're back below the trend line. We're rejecting the trend line. We're at the support. What do I need to happen? I need the support to get broken, and I'm targeting this liquidity first and then obviously down there. So take a little look at what happens. Test is the EMA once more time, and drops. Boom. So why did I target this area? Well, because it swept out that liquidity, yeah. Look, it does tap this 4-hour liquidity, but there's nothing else in sight. So what I do when there's nothing else in sight is, if there's nothing on the 1-hour liquidity indicator, I turn it to the 15, and there we go. So I was targeting this, but I believe once again it doesn't fully tap it. No, so it touched there. As soon as I see it start rejecting, I'm out. I've got my 1-to-1. I smashed and grabbed. I was done. Now this gold trade that I'm about to show you next is absolute textbook perfection. So I could see another trend line growing. I see another trend line I'm setting up. So forget this one. We already used this one, so we can end it there. Now I see price get pushed down, price comes up, pushed down. So not only did it get pushed down from this trend line, it got pushed down from the EMA as well, the 50 EMA. So beautiful sign. I got in. Now, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting to see if the structure continues, because we was in an overall range. So now if we break out of the range, we can potentially be making a downtrend. And I literally, when you see my confirmation in a minute and why I said to everyone this was a perfect trade, you're going to see. But I didn't even get in it. I didn't even get in that gold trade, this big one there, because I'd already taken this one, and I took some NASDAQ scalps as well before this. But let me tell you something now, that was the best trade of the day and I didn't even get in. But everybody in the community pretty much caught that. So once again, we're rejecting resistance. Boom. Now this was when I said to everyone, it's go time. Do you know why I said it's go time? Because what is this? What has price done? It's come up, retested resistance, retested EMA, and what else does it do? What's this pink candle? What's this purple candle there? A bearish engulfing candle. So, my bad. A bearish engulfing candle rejecting the 50 EMA and engulfing the bullish candle before it. And a downtrend. It's making bearish structure now. So, for me, that's a straight up go. And because I already traded and I made my money, I didn't get in, but I was so gutted that I didn't, because wow. Perfection. Anyway, let me just let it play. Boom. There we go. Also, let me just run it back to before it got there. I said to people there's liquidity down there. And not only is there liquidity there, there's 2 4-hour liquidity levels so close to each other. That makes it even much more stronger of an area. So to me, that's a textbook perfection trade, right? Let me let it play. Boom. And I remember saying, everyone type 1 in the chat if you caught wins during the pre-London and London. And here's this little footage of it. Here's the little recording that I recorded. Ones everywhere. So let's move on. Let's move on anyway. You can clearly see that this is like a trend line. I'm including the bodies. They don't need to be perfect, mind. I'm including where it pushes up from, comes back, taps in, wick, wick, wick. Okay, bullish engulfing candle right there. Even though price is very, very choppy at this point, I'm telling people, look, we're consolidating, but it needs to break out the consolidation one way or another. It's either going to be up or down. So nice little bullish engulfing candle there. We're slowly, you know, closing in and compressing more into this little like area like this. You see what I'm saying? Like the pattern. I can't remember what the pattern's called. It's not coming to my head, bro. It's the most basic pattern ever. But look, it's a pattern. So it's going to break one way or the other, right? It's compressing. So it's going to break to the upside or the downside. Now, anyway, the reason that I was so confident of it going up was because we closed above the EMA, respecting the trend line, and there's some liquidity to grab as well. So put the liquidity indicator on. The target was there. Full target was there. Didn't get it. Once again, it was just a smash and grab. So as soon as I seen the candle end like this, yeah, it was there. As soon as I seen this candle close like that, I was happy with what I seen. I seen a nice amount of money that I wanted. Boom, I was out. Done. So let's let it run. All right, cool. So I didn't actually catch this break there, which would have been a really nice entry if I was to have caught, you know, the break of this trend line, the crossover of the EMA, and the break of this. But I was just focused on gold, I think. So I waited for it to come down. And all I was looking for was another scalp, literally another scalp, right? Or a continuation or some shit. So I missed that. That would have been a perfect entry, but I didn't get in. So I'll leave it like that. It comes down, it pulls back. And this is where I said to people, we got 2 choices. If it breaks to the upside, I want to see it break to the upside, close above the EMA, and then start a bullish trend back to liquidity. And if it breaks to the downside, we're getting in. It broke to the downside, boom. Now, as soon as this big bearish candle came down and closed like this, I was already out, because even though there was no TPs apart from these ones down there closer to me, I knew that we was kind of at this area. So, you know, look at this area. I seen the way it closed. I'm looking at how many times this area has been rejected from. It's pretty strong, and it left a wick. Now, a lot of the time, people don't look at the candles and actually deep them, but when it leaves a wick like this at an area of support, it's usually going to react from it, right? And that's exactly what it done. So, and then it started consolidating. But they were the trades from today. 5 trade setups, 5 wins. Everybody was eating. So pre-London and London session was fire. And let's just get on to the New York. All right, so New York was looking absolutely beautiful today. I'm not going to lie. It was looking really good. So let me put the EMA on, because I did have it on. I think it was on 25 as well, yeah? So 25 EMA. Structure's looking good. Soon as it opens, I said to everyone, look, we've got beautiful structure. And it should be a nice clean day, maybe a straightforward day. Wrong. Terrible. The cleaner that NASDAQ looks these days, the worse it is to trade. Honestly, when it looks terrible, I get my best days. But let me just slap on the 1 hour indicator. Boom. So I knew if we break to the upside, I'm going for this 4 hour liquidity. I'm using a 50 pip stop because the candles are huge. Like, just get the ruler out and take a look at these candles. They're like 40, 50 pip candles. And yeah, I'm just going to use 50 pips to go for a 1 to 2. Boom. So it looks straightforward and clean. Now, you know my saying, in early, out early. I don't really think about the trend is in and stuff too much. I say to people all the time, I'd rather get in, catch the breakout, and catch it early. So yeah, it could just bounce from this EMA now, and price could have done this and went up. Or it could have totally melted and took all this liquidity and then went up. So I don't really think about it too much. I just get in, get out, and manage my risk, and I control the outcome, all right? I'm not going to let it just come down like this and then go all the way up there and not close. As soon as it comes up to about there, I'm closing, because I know, okay, we've just rejected an EMA. You know, we're bouncing from a support area. We're going to go up. So long story short, anyway, I lost this trade. Yeah, I lost this trade, came down, rejected the EMA, which I thought, okay, fine. So I took a little L. That's cool. What am I going to do now? Well, if it's rejected the EMA and closed back above it, I'm getting in for buys when it breaks to the upside. Now, I didn't get in for buys because it didn't break to the upside. It was just doing this sketchy shit, right? Even though that kind of broke, I still didn't get in it at that point, because it was 15 minutes in. I said to everyone, look, I'm just not going to get in, like, because of these amount of wicks. Like, look at this. Look at this wicky action in the middle before it actually starts to try and break. So as soon as it broke, I just jumped off the charts. I didn't want anything to do with it. I could see it was just manipulating people, and probably going to fake everyone out. So I took my loss and I walked away, because I'm still up for the day. So I'm going to run the stats now anyway. I'm going to show you the outcome of my day's trades. But yeah, look at this. Boom. So perfect example of accumulation, which is range. So we got the accumulation there. Then we got the manipulation, the fake breakouts, and then we got the distribution. So AMD. But that's it. That's today's trading sessions. And let me just run you through the stats. So there's the balance. You can see yesterday, well, yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, it was rough. So yeah, I was a bit raggo yesterday. I went a bit cowboy mode, but you know what can I say? I just wasn't holding the L's. I just couldn't. It was pissing me off looking at it and going, damn, I got snaked by US 30 because I didn't stick to my plan. And I called out NASDAQ perfectly, so yeah, done my head in. All right, but this is the days. So that was last week, Friday. Yeah, Friday, 2 trades. Good day. Even better day, Monday. Tuesday, quiet day. I don't think I traded New York Tuesday. Then yesterday, even though I took that L on US 30, it was a peak one, and I took an L on gold too. I was actually quite down. I came back and I smashed it. And then today, pretty much the same thing. So all my London trades were fire. So you can see, look, pre-London, London, that would have been a break even probably. Yeah, break even. London, or pre-London, I should say, and then NASDAQ today doing the New York. So 1 loss out of all them trades, and it was only the New York that I lost. So 83% win rate from today, okay? And that's the overall profit from today. There we go. So my pre-London and London sessions are just always fire pretty much. That's the story. And then New York's comes and fucking stabs me in the back. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. So I'll keep you updated. Start trading. Start making some money. Join the community. And yeah, get these kind of results. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bless.